bag shop, Mr. Chavez and Mr.
Welcome
Levi
back to the
Martinez.
pavilion on the State
Your
Fairgrounds
referee from
in
Showtime
Albuquerque.
and HBO
More
fame,
Rising Stars boxing. Jacob Romero against Lyrant Warrior. Here's your ring announcer, Mike Adams.
Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he's wearing the red trunks with a white trim. He weighed in at 134 pounds. He has a professional record of 7 wins, 1 loss, 4 by way of the knockout. From Albuquerque, New Mexico, Lyrant Warrior. In the red corner, wearing the all-black trunks, he has a professional record of 8 wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw, 5 by way of the knockout. He weighed in at an even 133 pounds. From Albuquerque, New Mexico, a razor sharp, Jacob Romero.
Now Jacob Romero, undefeated, is 8-0-1. Lyrant Warrior 7-1 is his record. 4 knockouts, 5 knockouts for Jacob Romero. As he listened to the ring instructions here, what kind of fight do you expect, Dan?
Well, Henry, the style matchup doesn't, I don't expect it to be too good, but you never know. Jacob Romero is more of a counter puncher. Lyrant Warrior stick and move, and those two styles don't make for good action, but this is a crosstown rivalry, so.
Warrior in red and Romero in black.
First thing you notice, Lyrant Warrior is a southpaw. He'll stay on the outside all night long, Henry.
Well, Lyrant Warrior is a very experienced fighter from the standpoint of just life itself. And here's throwing some wild bombs. And Jacob Romero has to hold on. Warrior is in his 30s, obviously.
Yes, he is, Henry, and that the age advantage will go to Romero, but the experience will go to Warrior.
And Jacob K keeps his composure through all of it. And that really is his strength. He just kind of sits back and waits for it to happen.
Yeah, he is the counter puncher, but I think he needs to be a little more aggressive here in this fight. He has to, Warrior's hard to hit. You got to kind of get to him, stick that jab out there, just kind of touch him a few times and then let the heavy leather fly.
Well, if Warrior wants to shake him up, you're going to have to do a whole lot because Romero is one composed young man.
And as long as Warrior's legs hold up, Henry, he could be a real headache for a razor-sharp Jacob Romero.
Now the age factor means maybe fatigue early on for Lyrant. We will watch. And Romero has to dodge away from big, vicious right and lefts.
And in this matchup, Henry, Jacob Romero would be considered the bigger puncher, but he only has 1 more knockout than Lyrant Warrior.
And Romero looking very, very carefully. Lyrant's game plan is to throw a wild punch early on. And Romero likes to go deep into the fight, but he counters with a big right hand and a semi-headbutt as well. Now Lyrant smiles at him, and I'm sure that hurt. And Lyrant walked right into it.
And Henry, against a fighter like Lyrant Warrior, style-wise, Jacob cannot throw one shot. He's got to throw combinations. He's got to throw 2s and 3s. Warrior is just so slippery and hard to get to.
Jacob Romero has matured a great deal. That's what this deal is all about. The more you do, the better you get. And it's always a learning game early on. And thank you to Lenny Frescas for giving that learning opportunity to so many young fighters.
And he's going to learn a lot tonight. You got a southpaw stick and move style fighter in Lyrant Warrior. It's just something you don't want to fight if you don't have to.
Now there's 2 big left hands from Romero. One hit, one did not. Now there you go, round 1. They exchange gloves and smile at one another. We will continue with more from the State Fairgrounds in Albuquerque after these messages.
Did anybody Anybody check her born on date? Okay.
Lyrant Warrior. Never heard of it.
You know Lyrant? He trains at the South San Jose Community Center. When Daniel Perez used to fight. Yeah, he's always there. He's always staying in shape, working out. He was supposedly a terrific amateur fighter. Just mismanaged, or I don't know what.
Now we go to round 2. Lyrant Warrior, the elder statesman in red. Jacob Romero undefeated. He's wearing black tonight.
And of course, Henry, this is kind of a crossroads fight, even though their records are similar. Jacob Romero is the one who's on the rise right now. Can't afford to take a loss here.
Pretty good right hand by Lyrant Warrior. Very seldom do you see a fighter's age on his resume. I don't think we're going to see Lyrant's.
Unless his legs wear out in the later rounds. That'll give it away.
He's got a quick right hand. That jab is looking good as he charges Romero and hoping for something to happen. There's a left hand that causes a little bit of surprise, and there's a right hand by Romero. Romero is in trouble now against the ring. Look at this.
But as Romero was falling back, Warrior just kind of ran into a right hand there. He's going to have to watch that. Jacob can punch.
Now Lyrant Warrior, he is game. He is making a very interesting fight for Jacob Romero. Romero's undefeated record on the line here tonight in Albuquerque.
Jacob's stablemates.
Oh, a big, big left hand. Oh my goodness.
Stablemates have beat him to a title, Henry. Andres Fernandez and Frankie Archuleta. And Jacob's just wanting to follow in those footsteps.
Big crowd enjoying this fight here at the Pavilion on the State Fairgrounds. Left hand, big one by Romero. He has come a long way with that shot.
And you know, they say when you fight a southpaw, you need to throw lots of right hands, Henry, but it's been the left hand for Jacob Romero tonight that's been working.
I like what I see in Jacob tonight. He has come a long way since the last time we saw him.
And these guys are pretty familiar with each other, Henry. Both of them have trained at the South San Jose Community Center, the Jack Candelaria Center here in Albuquerque, so they're very familiar with each other.
Now Jacob, they said the one thing about him, he had to get more aggressive if he wanted to be impressive to people. And now he backs away from trouble. Lyrant Warrior is after him. If there was a knock on Jacob, Dan, it was that he didn't throw enough punches.
Right, that's what they say, and it's hard to change that style. I mean, it has worked until he takes a loss. He might continue to fight that way, but he's just a little more aggression is really all he needs. Just staying a little busier, not necessarily moving forward, but keeping his hands busy.
Well, he has learned the defensive game. He's showing a far better performance tonight than he had in recent times that we have seen him in the ring. We will go another round with these two fighters when we continue after these messages.
Okay, Ray, let's see. October 8th, 68. Oh. Okay. You like that green beer, huh? Okay. My daughter again.
Now round 3. They touch gloves. Here they go again. So far, very entertaining fight.
And Henry, this is going to be another one of those toughies for the judges to score. Pot shotting here and there, and Warrior's a little busier with his hands, but Jacob's the aggressor moving forward. It's always a dilemma for the judges here in Albuquerque, or anywhere.
Now Jacob Romero has to dance away, and then he's trying to throw the wild right hand. Sometimes you make yourself very vulnerable. Good straight left hand by Romero. They know one another. They're friends.
Yeah, you see Warrior give that expression to Jacob like, nice shot.
But tonight they're opponents.
Yeah, you know, Henry, with a 7-1 record, you know, Warrior has a lot at stake here too if he wants to continue on in this game.
Jacob very cautious in his delivery each time we see him. And that's the knock. They say, well, he's not going to impress many judges because he doesn't throw enough punches. He kind of walks around out there and waits and throws one here and there.
Exactly, he's just walking behind his gloves. And it's a shame because he has nice power. You know, he can throw 2 or 3 shots and miss 2 of them, but if he lands one, he's going to score. Or score heavy is what I meant. See, right now he's letting Warrior do what he wants. He's letting Warrior be the ring general in there, and you know, he's actually Warrior's walking Romero around the ring the way he wants. Jacobs needs to just get in there and take control.
Well, he kind of lulls you to sleep. And then he'll do a little bit of that.
But it's hard for Jacob Romero to score with that counter-punching style because Warrior won't commit to a heavy punch. He'll just kind of slap and stick and move, and he never overcommits and leaves himself open for a big counter shot. So really, if I was in Jacob's corner, I'd have him just throw some jabs and right hands behind it and get in there.
Now Jacob has tremendous potential, but somebody needs to tell him to look more busy. At least fake it a little bit.
Yeah, he's got the hand speed and power.
You know, counter punchers have never been known to be real exciting, and Jacob falls right into that mold. But there you go. That's the Jacob everybody wants to see.
Yeah, more of that and he wins every round. And again, you know, Jacob has the youth factor. He should be pressing Warrior.
All right, there you go. Now we'll come back with more Rising Stars Boxing on CBS after these messages. Well, here we go. Jacob Romero and Lyrant Warrior. Romero in black, Warrior in red.
And Henry, I don't know if he still goes by that same nickname, but Lyrant Warrior used to be Lyrant Unpredictable Warrior. Jacob Romero needs to get busy and score here. He's letting Warrior dictate this fight, and he's letting Warrior get into a rhythm. Jacob definitely does not want that to happen.
Now, don't adjust your TV sets. This is not slow motion.
It isn't?
They both have to get more busy. This crowd is urging them to do exactly that.
Definitely, Henry. Time to throw hands here. But this plays into Warrior's hands, really. It's the pace Lyrant wants.
Warrior is going to show that he wants to fight. And he laid some big heavy leather there on Romero. Now he's got Romero in the corner. And Romero gets a right hand in there. Now the crowd enjoys it. This is what they came to see, Dan.
These guys are showing you, Henry, that they can throw if they want to. It's all a game plan.
Now Romero's probably the better fighter, but the judges like Warrior a lot more right now.
Well, whoever's busier is going to take this round. It's close so far. I mean, Henry, Lyrant Warrior is content to fight like this all night long. He'll go the whole 8 rounds, sticking moving from the outside.
Well, with the age factor, he'll welcome the opportunity to rest.
Right, he can rest, he can set the pace.
Now somebody needs to scold Jacob in the days to come that he's got to go out and fight.
You see, Lyrant Warrior switched to right-handed, Henry. Right now he's fighting out of the right-handed stance. So he switches up. He's unpredictable.
Well, he's got a reserve that he should not have if Jacob would go after him. And right now, a man in his 30s is still standing and looking very fresh. At the end of the round. Now the crowd was lulled to sleep and then they became active again. We'll come back with more of whatever this is in 1 minute. Who's the tough man?
Jim Johnson. Two-time Albuquerque tough man champion.
Now we'll go to another round, and Jake Valencia, the trainer for Jake Romero, he was action-packed fighter through and through. And now hopefully his message has gotten through to Jacob.
I mean, you have a tiger, aggressive fighter in Jake Valencia, and then the Albuquerque tough man champion Jim Johnson in the corner of Jacob Romero. You would think that would transfer to an aggressive fighter, but you know, Jacob has just settled in this style here, and all he needs to do is just turn it up a little bit, Henry. Just keep those hands moving a little bit more.
Now Lyrant Warrior is looking for the opening, and at any second, if he has anything left in his tank, he's going to attack. And right now, it's in the hands of the judges, and they're looking for some sort of influence.
Again, Lyrant Warrior staying on the outside, moving side to side, and Jacob Romero controlling the center of the ring. You can see that Budweiser logo in the middle of the ring, and Jacob doesn't leave that too much. Blood from the nose of Lyrant Warrior. It bled throughout that between rounds just now, so that may be bothering him too.
Jacob trying to score with the right hand, but it was blocked. Jacob Romero in black, Lyrant Warrior in red.
And you can see Warrior switching back and forth from southpaw to right-handed.
Big right hand by Warrior, and it hit and hurt Romero. That's the vulnerability of standing around.
Let's see if that brings out the Warrior in Romero. It seems like he would have answered back big, but he's just kind of holding steady.
Now a little bit of a turn and a leverage and a little wrestling move. We may have seen that on Monday night.
Looked like Goldberg and Hulk Hogan there. But meanwhile, Henry, the clock is running and Warrior keeps on dictating the pace of the fight.
Well, there was an opportunity for Jacob to charge. He had him in trouble and turned around and stayed back.
Yeah, he should have stepped in with that. When he connected, he should have stepped right in instead of stepping back.
Now this is anybody's fight now.
Oh. See, Romero missed with that big shot. He shouldn't worry about that. If you miss, punch again. Like Gil Clancy used to always say about his fighters, you know, if you miss a punch, punch. If you get hit by a punch, punch. If you land a punch, punch again. You know, that's what it's all about, Henry.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lyrant Warrior has got a lot in his tank for another round. I can hardly wait till the next round. And we will see it when we come back to the pavilion on the State Fairgrounds in Albuquerque. All he has to do is, whatever he's got in his tank, he's going to use it. He shouldn't even be around right now.
Yeah. If that was Andres Fernandez, he'd be all over this guy. He would get a chance to do it. He's real aggressive.
He was off balance and turned around and saying, Jacob, knock me out.
Yeah. Yeah, he should have jumped on him. That's the kind of thing, sometimes you don't see it from the inside, you know, outside you can see everything, but when you're in there, you know, you just don't see those things. That's when you see yourself on videotape and say, man, I can't believe it. Oh, I missed that.
Well, if Lyrant Warrior has anything left, Daniel, we're going to see it here. Look out. This is anybody's fight.
6th round of 8, Henry. And Lyrant Warrior is looking surprisingly strong here against the favored Jacob Romero here in Albuquerque. And again, Henry, another thing is against the runner like Warrior, you want to go to the body, and I haven't seen too much body punching from Jacob Romero. It's been all head hunting.
Now a straight right hand by Warrior, so he's got the lead in the final round. Warrior with a left hook and a big right hand by Warrior. Warrior way ahead in the final round. And now the big hand by Jacob Romero, and Warrior is stunned, and he's got some left, and he's upset with himself. He's going to get up. He's smiling. He got tagged. Well, that is the power that Jacob has if he'll just use it. Right hand. Now here's comes Jacob Romero, and they'll wrestle again.
Body shots, though, Henry, you can hear the thunder in those body shots. What I was just saying, if Jacob would go to the body, I think he can get the job done here.
Straight left hand by Romero. Jacob looking much better now. And now there it could be, the final blow. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. Because those are 2 power shots from Romero.
Jacob Romero telling us, Henry, punch this.
Well, he's going to do it his way. And Lyrant Warrior is hurt.
Boy, Jacob Romero has some powerful punches here in this round, Henry.
I mean, they were big. Another one there, and another one. And Warrior's in big trouble, but Warrior is game. He's going to let it all hang out now.
Let's see if Lyrant Warrior panics and leaves himself open for a bomb here.
Oh, my goodness. There you go. That is the shot of all time for Jacob Romero. Well, he went from lulling you to sleep to action man.
He's done it again, Henry. We sit here and gripe about his style, and he knocks the man out. What are you going to do?
Hey, if it works,
if they don't
use it.
Right.
Because you know what? He's still undefeated.
But he did apply more pressure, Henry, to get that job done and land those big shots. If you don't throw them, you can't land them.
Well, I like what I saw in the final round. If we see Jacob like that in every round,
right.
I mean, he will sell the judges early in the fight.
Yeah, you can't rely on knockouts. You know, you got to win every round. But boy, Jacob, when he's on, he is sharp, razor sharp.
Well, right now, very animated into the camera. And I tell you what, that is a little out of character for his personality.
This meant a lot to him, Henry.
Maybe we've had a personality change in the final round.
Hey, you may have seen him. You may have seen it happen right before your eyes. But that crosstown rivalry, Henry, that's what brings it out of these guys.
Well, Jacob is an outstanding young man, no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
We are so happy you're with us tonight here at the Pavilion and the State Fairgrounds. I'm Henry Tafoya, Daniel Cisneros, the most colorful commentator in America, and we're having a great time here. We're going to have more, and we'll have the obvious decision on this fight when we come back after these messages. Jacob's not going to like me very much.
He's not. And you're making me go along with it. You're going to get me in trouble. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm going to get some Cokes.
Great. He was doing good. Oh, he broke his thumb?
Is that what happened?
Broken thumb. That's why he went down. That's why he went down.
At this particular time, Fresco Productions would like to pick the winner for the 2 general admission tickets to the Oscar De La Hoya Julio Cesar Chavez fight in Las Vegas, Nevada, September 18th at the most luxurious hotel in the state of Nevada.